Hi everyone, it's Rhiannon here. I am going to be talking to you today about how to make a game out of your day for salespeople. One of the things that I've done very successfully in sales is stay organized and stay ahead of the game with my clients. And one of the best ways that I've done that is by being organized through using Excel. I know people look at me sometimes in sales and they're like, "What are you doing, Rhiannon? Why do you have that huge document open on your desktop?" For me, it helps to stay prioritized, it helps me stay focused, and it also makes a game out of my day and out of my week in sales. So there's 3 steps. First, you got to tier your accounts, then you create your status sheet, and then the game is to see how many rows or accounts you can highlight on your sales sheet by the end of the week. I know it sounds silly, you're like really highlighting an Excel chart. There's so much gratification that comes out of, scratching something off your to-do list or feeling like you completed something for the day. And this is kind of how I've motivated myself to feel a little bit rewarded as you get through your day. So the first thing to do is to tier your accounts. You might already have done this. This is a typical sales strategy. A lot of sales managers ask you to do it anyway, but just a little bit from a high level perspective. Theoretically, there's 3 tiers to your accounts, right? So your tier 1 is your most important accounts, the ones that you're either getting business from already or you see it as a big fish because of the product that you're selling really is going to align with this client. Maybe you have pretty good relationships there, so you want to make sure that that's your priority. So that's always your tier 1 accounts. Tier 2 and tier 3 are a little bit different. Tier 2 is kind of that in between. Maybe you have 1 or 2 contacts at that particular client. Maybe you know it's a big fish, but you're not really ingrained with them yet. So you really want to make that like a secondary focus. Your tier 3 is about hunting. So there's the saying in sales, either you're a hunter or you're a farmer. Well, I think I'm both. So one of the ways that I do that is through my status sheets. Tier 1, again, being the accounts that you're farming. You're making sure you're tending to those crops. You're watering them. You're making sure that they're always growing, and you're really farming those accounts that you already have. That would go into like your tier 1 category. Your tier 3 category is really where you're hunting. You know that there's something there. There are the accounts that you need to go after, but it's really when you have time or making sure that you try to hunt and get new clients, but it's not really like the top priority. So that's the high level perspective, how to tier your accounts, how to think about it. Once you've done that, you're good. Now you have it organized, you have it in your brain, you have it in an Excel sheet, tier 1, tier 2, tier 3. So in your status sheet, you've got your account, your status, the next steps, due date, all in one place. Open it the second you get to work. Sometimes I open it before I even open my email, just to give me a focus on what it is that I have to get done that day. So it's always open when I'm at work, and it's how I stay organized. So again, it's prioritizing those accounts. You've got it set up in your status sheet. Now the game. So the game that I like to play with myself is how many rows can I highlight by Friday? Every Monday I come in, I clear out my colors, it's all back to normal, and you gotta start fresh. Have you emailed this client? Have you called a client? Have you scheduled a lunch with a client? These are all things that you have to do as a salesperson, right? So if you keep track of it in your status sheet and you've had that lunch that week, highlight it. You've touched that account. You got on the phone call with somebody, great, highlight it. You've touched that account. By the end of the week, the goal is to have on Friday, you leave for the day and you feel like you've done everything you could for that week. Your tier 1 accounts are covered. You've done something for all your tier 1 accounts. Your tier 2 accounts are like, okay, maybe I tried something new. Maybe I pushed myself and made a phone call to somebody that I didn't really know and left a message, or emailed somebody that I didn't really haven't heard back from yet, but maybe you're in your 3rd or 4th reach out. So tier 3, I feel like if you can just hit a couple accounts in a week, sometimes 20%, sometimes it just really depends and you get a lot done on your tier 3 that week, great, more power to you. But by the end of the day, on your Friday, when you're looking at your spreadsheet, you feel good, you feel rewarded. It's like, yes, I did it. I really achieved something that week. And I guarantee if you just keep on top of it, and you keep track of it, these little bits of rewards, making a game out of your day, will help you keep pushing through and get the sales that you need. So that's my tip for this week, and I hope you tune in and learn more. So subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you here next week. Thanks. Bye.